What up, SFAM? It's your boy Lynch. I'm back again with another motherfucking video. SFAM stand up. SFAM salute. Stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in this jank one time. It's day 13. Day 13 of these videos. Knocking them out back to back to back every day in a row for the Christmas time for y'all up in this jank, man. Gotta give a big shout out to Defiant Tints. Defiant Tints hit me with that hashtag SFAM React and put the link to the video in the comments, y'all. Now check this out, man. When I checked on this link right here, right? Defiant Tints told me that he sent me this link a while back for me to freaking react to. I looked it up and I couldn't see it. But he also said that it's staff duty time. It's the season. It's the season right now, right? So y'all, check this out. When I hit the link and I just looked really quick on it, right? I seen it was like a Christmas story poem, but at the same time, the title of this video goes right along with the video that we freaking knocked out yesterday. Check a little bit of this out right here, y'all.
A base can't technically cancel Christmas, but a sergeant major can. Now the man canceling Christmas is Sergeant Major Brett. Oh, that's...
Look at him, man. That is crazy, man. Somebody did some good editing on that, man. It would have been tight if the fur was a little bit over the collar. But he must be staying in accordance with whatever the Marine regulation is. I don't even know what they have, man. I don't know what they got. But this is crazy, man. We're going to go ahead and get into this video, man. I don't know what to expect from this video. I don't know if there's going to be cuss words in it. I don't know what's going to happen. But it just makes me think, was this the poem that goes along with the video about what angry cops were talking about the Sergeant Major trying to take Christmas block leave from the freaking Marines, man? Y'all ready to get into it? If it's your first time to the page, comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you stay updated every time I upload a motherfucking video. Y'all feel me? Let's go! I just don't know what to expect, man. I don't know if it's... With these Marines, it could be a lot of freaking all kinds of craziness, man.
Every troop down in Troopville liked Christmas a lot, but the Sergeant Major ensconced in his office did not. The Sergeant Major hated Christmas, the whole...
Some thought TBI, traumatic brain injury. That's him up in the... I just noticed him up in the window, y'all. All right, let's go.
Christmas season. Some thought TBI or his unfaithful wife was the reason. It could be his safety brief wouldn't download quite right. It could be, perhaps, his glow belt was too tight.
Is this the
but
same?
I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his manhood was
Come
too
on,
small.
bruh.
But whatever the reason, his junk or marital woes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Joes. Staring down at leave requests, ensuring each was denied, nothing pleased him as much as making a soldier cry.
So this is not the Marines, because they're talking about the Joes and they're talking about the soldiers. Alright, I'm glad we clarified on that. Why they dissing Sergeant Major like that, man? His manhood was too small? Let's go.
For he knew everyone in the barracks beneath was busy now packing for Christmas leave. And they'll wear civilians' clothes, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled, his heart as hard as a rock. I must find a way to prevent the Christmas leave block. For tomorrow, he knew, all the Janes and the Joes would wake up bright and early. They expected to go home. And then, oh, the joy! Oh, the joy, 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 joy. That's one thing he hated.
Why is he trying to stop it? He doesn't want them to be happy.
Then the troops, young and old, would sit down and drink. And they'd drink, and they'd
drink,
and they'd
drink.
They would consume beer, and with booze they would toast, which was something the Sergeant Major dreaded the most.
Sounds about
and
right. Some engineers,
they'd
man.
do something he liked least of all. Every soldier in his unit, the tall and the small, would do whatever they liked on Christmas without a fresh shave at all. They would do no PME, there would be no PT, and the more the Sergeant Major thought of this whole Christmas fling, the more he thought, I must stop the whole thing. Why,
this is crazy,
for my whole
man.
career I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming.
But how?
Then he got an idea, An awful idea. The sergeant major got a wonderful, awful idea.
How is it wonderful and awful at the same time? Just like the Grinch, bruh. He's that green tint, that automatic army green tint on his skin. He is freaking army to the heart, bro. Let's go, man.
I know just what to do, he laughed through his teeth, as he quickly denied every last request for leave. And he chuckled, and he clucked.
Look at his
"This has always
evil
been my
grin.
dream. I'll charge the entire unit under Article 15.
How,
All
bro?
I need are the charge sheets." The sergeant major looked around, but since the S1 was closed, there was none to be found. He roared
Look,
obscene.
S1 did they work. S1 was ready to go, bro. It's funny how I don't want to diss my 42 alphas, man. It ain't about the 42 alphas, really, man. It's just, I guess, sometimes the S shops. Where's the paperwork? That's all I'm gonna say. How does the paperwork go missing, man? How? I gave it to you. Let's keep it moving, man.
Obscenely at his leave block perversion. "I'll get you communists for this Christmas desertion." Then he got loaded.
Now he's
More
drinking.
hooch from his locker, exempt from the alcohol policy as he had so many.
How does Sergeant Major get exempt from the alcohol? And that's the craziest thing, man. I've seen people complain because the lower enlisted might get caught drinking and driving and like it hits them hard. But sometimes a higher enlisted, I've seen it, man. I don't want to kick myself, put my feet in my own mouth. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some higher enlisted. I've heard some stories. I haven't seen, but I heard some stories. Higher enlisted drinking and driving, and nothing happens, bro. Nothing happens. I've seen it. I don't know what to say. Let's keep it moving, man.
Lockers. Then the sergeant major rose and toward the base chapel he swaggered. The source
Swaggered
of the
or
season
staggered?
that kept him most angered. All the windows were dark, quiet, snowfall serene. As he rearranged the animals from the nativity scene,
No, he
poses
didn't.
grotesque and some downright obscene. This was stop number one, the grouchy sergeant major hissed, and he stormed off toward the barracks, clenching his fists. He slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant throughout the whole barracks, and he took every present.
Why they have
Tobacco, care packages, all the grog and the rum, video games, iPhones, and all things considered fun. The one speck of goodness left behind that louse was a pinch of dip that was even too small.
Oh my freaking goodness,
It was a
man.
quarter past dawn.
He's like a
all the
true
troops still
Grinch.
snooze, when he packed up his trunk and took one last pull on his booze. He drove off with their presents, the tobacco, the wrappings, the alcohol, the tinsel, the video games, the trappings.
What trappings?
3,000 feet up the side of Mount Moto. He drove to the tip top to give it a heave-ho. "I screwed them, but good," the sergeant major was humming. "By now they're finding out no Christmas is coming. They're just climbing out of the
I
rack.
wonder if
I
he's-
know just what they'll do. All the Joes in the barracks will cry, boo."
I wonder if he's gonna slip out and he's gonna grab
The
it.
sergeant major that I simply must.
If his manhood grows and gets 2 sizes, let's see what happens, man. This is gonna be crazy. Let's go, man.
Here. So he paused. The sergeant major put a hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then started to grow. But the sound wasn't
Look
sound.
at his red eye.
Why, this
Just
sounded
like
motivated. It sounded so merry, the sergeant major grew constipated. He stared down at the barracks, and through his bloodshot eyes, he saw a joyful scene that made his blood pressure rise. Every troop
Everybody
down
stand
the
at parade
troop
rest.
the tall and the small, were falling into formation for a liberty call. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming, it came. The CG granted them 96 hours of liberty.
Wow.
Then
He
Sergeant
got
Major,
Trump.
feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? Then his cell phone rang. What in tarnation? It was the CO. "Sergeant Major, why are you late for Libo formation?"
Wow. I read the comments too, man. I read the comments, and even in the comments it said the Sergeant Major was late for the formation. My first thought was, if Sergeant Major ever holds a formation, Sergeant Major, all he got to do is say, hey man, push formation back. Sergeant Major will never be late for his own formation because he can just push it back. But now with the commanding officer holds a formation. But Sergeant Major, I don't know, was he properly notified that there was going to be a formation? Was he notified? You can't blame him if he wasn't notified in advance, can you? Just saying, y'all. All right, man. Anyway, got to give a big shout out to Defiance for that one. Getting us in the Christmas spirit. Day 13. Knocking these videos out. Day to day. How did I say it? Knocking these videos out every day, back to back for the Christmas time. That's how you get it in, man. We're going to keep it moving, man. I'm going to try and keep it going as much as I can up until Christmas, maybe after. It would be nice if I could continue every single day hitting y'all, man. Y'all just got to make sure y'all hitting me with that hashtag SFAMReact and putting them comments, putting them links to the videos in the comments, man. It's real easy. I just search it up, hashtag SFAMReact, and when I see them links come up, especially when there's different people putting the same one up there, some of y'all be the same person put like 5 different times the same one. All right, but I'll be looking at them, man. I'll be checking them out, and I hope I'm blessing y'all, man. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. SFAM stand up. SFAM salute. Stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in the chat one time. Deuces. Love y'all to death, and I'm out.